package in the mail, MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail, those shoot 'em ups, and that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with a slightly different video. Not even 100% sure why I'm making this video, because I suppose it's a little bit personal. But I'm making it just in case I do disappear off YouTube for a period of time against my control. For those of you who've been following my channel for a while, and by the way this cat Theo insists on being in this video, know that I have on occasion had issues where I've hurt my shoulder and things like that. Going back a little bit of history, in 1996 I had a growth removed from my lower spine that was compressing my spinal cord by probably more than 50%, and I was losing the ability to walk. That I had an operation that was completely successful, and I've just had a slightly rickety bad back that I've put up with since then. Don't take much pain medication and things like that. But over the last couple of years, I have been having more and more problems with my shoulder and my right arm. I still have had problem with my right leg. Earlier this year I had a couple of broken valves in my legs, which are like vein valves, repaired, because I thought that's primarily what the discomfort and pain in my legs was all about. So I had that done earlier the year. I was in a really big work project at work which tired me out extremely. Like I'd come home and basically fall asleep, and I did think that was a little bit unusual. And things like that, and I didn't really recover that well from that, and the pain and loss of control of my right arm just started getting worse and worse. Being that, I finally gave up, went to the doctor, explained all the symptoms, and I have a new doctor now rather than the one that's been sort of managing me for the last, probably you should say, probably close to 20 years. And the new doctor agreed that we should send me off and get a full spine MRI. A fun exercise for anybody that hasn't done that, where you lay in an enclosed tube on a platform that moves back and forth for about an hour for a full spine MRI. They did put the radio on for me and everything like that. Yes, so I had a full spine MRI, and unfortunately I have bone growths in several places in my spine, two of which are touching my spinal cord, and I have several discs both in my lower spine and my neck, and that's the neck one that's the trigger for the shoulder, that are compressing nerves going to my right leg and my right shoulder. So yes, it means it does all of the things. It's actually good having a full scan rather than a partial scan that only shows you part of the picture. So pretty much every single one of my symptoms can be pointed directly to some nerve somewhere that's been pressed on by something. So it's not just the bone growths, it's I've got a couple of pretty trashy discs in my neck and everything like that. Now, I haven't done anything traumatic to this, so it does seem a little unfair that my body has decided to do this to me at this particular age. But at the end of the day, it's just it's the deck of cards that I have been dealt, so I need to deal with it. So there will be periods of time. I'm seeing a surgeon next month to see what options we can do. I'm sure that will be a mixture of different things. It'll also depend on what we can afford. You can actually get artificial discs nowadays, but putting those in, you've got to be careful if the discs either side are in any good condition as well. Now the ones in the next is 3 in a row, so it's very hard to do a fusion in the neck of too many things, or you'll lose the ability to turn left, to turn your neck completely. I already pretty much can't turn and look left now anyway, because all my muscles are seized up because of the issues in my neck. So yeah, it's just it helps clear the mind to talk about something, and I consider a lot of you guys out there that over the 7.5 years I've been on YouTube making videos to be very good friends, and I thought I'd come clean. Now I don't want sympathy or anything like that. It just helps to clear the mind to things and sort of explain. If I just suddenly wasn't able to record videos and upload them on the regular basis, I'd feel, I know I shouldn't worry about, supplying content for people, because it's not it's the number of views, it's about sharing, part of your life and everything like that. So, yeah, I'd feel bad if I just disappeared for a little while. I would always come back if I can. And I'm not exactly going to sell my collection or anything like that. I mean, having this room and knowing that when I'm able I can come into it and play some games or tinker with some arcade boards or tinker with some of the retro computers is something that I'm very much looking forward to. Even if I'm no longer able to work and we maybe have to rearrange things and sell this house, I always make sure that I have a space to have my retro gear of appropriate size, because if you go and get rid of something you love to play and tinker with like that, what's the point of doing it of collecting it in the first place? Because my goal with collecting has never just been about accumulating stuff. It is all stuff that I'm interested in playing with it. All with a thing like, I mightn't have the time to play things properly at the moment, but it's almost like I'm preparing for my retirement, whereas this is the stuff that I'll be able to tinker with and continue to play with, especially the retro computers and things like that. I really do love those, but also all these wonderful games that I'm surrounded with. And like, I constantly keep on buying RPGs, and it's not just for the art. I really do love the genre, but they are very hard to put the time into. So, by the way, I did turn my arcade machines on, and my Shinobi has decided to start working. Capacitor to be replaced there somehow. So anyway, yeah, it's just a video to share a little bit of the real electric adventures with you guys, just to explain. I mean, you guys mightn't notice anything. I may be able to continue to output a set of videos on a regular basis, and you guys wouldn't even notice. But it sort of explains. I like to explain for anybody who gets, because there have been a couple of people getting narky over the fact that I haven't finished Sydney Hunter and the Caverns of Death for the Nintendo. Because I have had nothing left in me when I've come home from work. I have to go to work to earn money to pay the bills. So when I come home, sometimes I've just got to crash. I can't bother to. Do not have the energy to look at another screen. Even though I really do enjoy doing homebrew programming, it does require concentration and energy itself. I mean, so does the matter, the time off that I have recuperating from any operations that I do end up having. I have no idea how many or any at all that I may have. I will definitely be resisting additional, stronger medication, pain medication. I really do not want to go down that path, because I like my mind to be clear. Obviously, if I do have any surgeries on my back, I'll have to have some time recuperating, and what better way to recuperate and is to do some programming. So by an actual interesting side effect of these things, my homebrew software development output may actually increase. But what I work on is what I want to work on at the time, what I'm interested in. Unfortunately at the moment can't work to any schedules or anything like that because everything's unknown. Also have, you know, I've got 4 kids and a wife, all 4 girls, love them dearly, and you know, they've got a lot on as well that I need to support and everything like that. So, yeah, so I don't normally do, you know, face to camera general talky videos except for my once a month one. So I just thought this would distract from that normal process, so I'd do a separate one. And my mind was in a particular place. So anyway, as a spoiler to the next episode, I got this as well from T-shirt from Aussie Arcade, which I'm a member of, since obviously I'm mad on arcades at the moment. Always got to have a pick up in a video, you never know. So yeah, just a straight talky video from Electric Adventures, how about that? And actually, if I could think of more subjects, I'd probably do more of these, because it does actually take quite a lot of effort of doing a pick-up and play video and recording games. I've got something, well, I'm pointing here because I've just recorded part of one and I've got to do the gameplays in a minute. But I do love playing games and sharing that with you guys. And that's what I do. That's why I do this channel. I enjoy making the videos, recording the videos, editing the videos, and interacting or watching other people's videos on the same subject, because I love my retro stuff. Yeah, this is what I like. Alright, so I hope that hasn't been a downer for anybody. I don't see it as downer, it's just another challenge that I need to work at. You have to handle the deck you have been dealt. Alright, I'm Electric Adventures, thanks to all my subscribers, and I'll catch you later.